And we are back in. Oh my word, it is finally here. It is the final episode in this series, besides the capper, which is going to be coming out in a few weeks, where I'm actually going to make a ranking video on all of these decks. But for now, for today, we are covering strength in numbers. And I have personally been excited about this. There are a couple of really exciting starter decks like Ignite the Forge, Stealthy Subterfuge, Balancing Growth, but the entire time wanted to play Strength in Number, a deck that I'm fairly excited to see in action. It has some of my old favorites like Torrens, Fist of Angels, and some new favorites like Darling of the Masses and Park Heights Pegasus. This deck is going to be centered around Citizen, and the more you get out, the stronger they become. It is basically a token deck. You will get more and more tokens as the game goes on, and of course you have a copy of Gala Greeters, which, whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, choose one that has not been chosen this turn. Put a 1/1 counter on Gala Greeters, create a tapped treasure token, which is very powerful, and the third, you always get diminishing returns, is gain 2 life. Sometimes that's going to be very good, other times it's just a nice little capper. You also have cards like the Venom Connoisseur. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Venom Connoisseur gains Death Touch. If this is the second time this ability has resolved this turn, all creatures you control gain Death Touch. And that's very powerful. Another card I have drafted with this card and is very fun is Civil Servant. Whenever Civil Servant attacks, you may tap another untapped citizen you control. If you do, Civil Servant gains +1/+0 and gains lifelink till the end of turn. Join the dance. Create 2 1/1 white human creature tokens. That goes great with Gala Greeters and Venom Connoisseur. That would mean everything gets Death Touch till the end of turn. Then you have Park Heights Pegasus. Whenever Park Heights Pegasus deals combat damage to a player, draw a card if you had 2 or more creatures enter the battlefield under your control. So, join the dance, swing. We also get 3 copies of the Gathering Throng. I wish this was 4. Gathering Throng is only powerful if you have all 4, but it is a 3/1, and you could search your library for any number of cards named Gathering Throng. Rebuild them, put them into your hand, shuffle. So, you're always going to have creatures entering the battlefield. And Darling of the Masses pumps them up. Celebrity Fencer is another great synergy with getting creatures onto the field. And whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on Celebrity Fencer. Then the finisher for this deck is going to be creatures you control is Take to the Streets. Creatures you control get +2/+2 till the end of turn. Creatures you control get an additional 1/1 and gain vigilance until the end of turn. So you could swing really hard with as many of these guys as you could put out. And then they have vigilance and an extra +1/+1. And the typical +2/+2. So +3/+3. You could literally swing for 5 with all of the tokens that you're able to create throughout the game. And one of the other big finishers in this game is Halo Fountain. Wow, is this a cool card for a deck like this? So, 1 white and a tap. Untap a tapped creature you control, create a 1/1 green-white citizen creature token. So you could create tokens. 2 white and a tap. Untap 2 tapped creatures you control, draw a card. 5 white and a tap. Untap 15 tapped creatures you control, you win the game. That's it. You just win the game. By the way, for your information, after we get done with this video, we are going to be upgrading some of these decks. You can already see that I have a Storm of Blades here that I've copied, and I created some other ones on my other account. We might do it on my other account, but I really want to build this profile out. But I don't think the way to do it is to constantly create content with this one. I will work on it in the background. If you've noticed, we're back up to 5 rares, we're up to 4 mythics, we're up to 6 commons and 11 uncommons. We will be coming out with decks on this one. In fact, I might run through a couple of decks down in here, like build them on my other profile, be able to play test them with you guys, this and that, and then bring them back over here, and with the wild cards that we have now, craft one of these decks in order to try to compete. Once again, thank you for liking and subscribing. Let's get into the video. the reason we're all here. Strength in numbers. Okay, we got a tapped land. Gathering Throng. It's really nice to get that Gathering Throng out, but a Venom Connoisseur as well. I don't know about this. Don't know about this one, guys. We will try. Oh. Okay. Huh. I think we trade. Could be wrong about that, but trading seems strong. You know what else seems strong is another Connoisseur here. I really wanted to play that Gathering Throng, but I think the Connoisseur is the way to go. I think the Venom Connoisseur would work really good with the Flash deck. Okay. Plays his Rage this turn. Oh, we got another Connoisseur. He didn't like the last one that we dropped, so he'll probably not like this one either. So let's put it out. We're going to save this Hold for Ransom for something a little bit stronger. And I think next turn we go Gathering Throng. He wants to pump him and just eliminate the Connoisseur. We don't want him to do that. Liberator comes out, and now we have Day-Night Cycles. Gathering Throng. Yes, we definitely want to take that action, and we want to gather both Gathering Throngs. Don't think he blocks. Nope. Pass turn. Opponent down to 19. We are at 18. Okay. So we are during the day. Yep. He's going to be able to draw all the cards he wants. Cool. We've got something to fight back with this. Decline. We've already got them all. Pop the second one out. Everything has Death Touch, but who cares? Swing with the Connoisseur. Takes the damage. 17 each. 5. We're wanting him to swing with the Dire Overlord. He knows I block. This is a deck you can really block a lot with. So, based off of my estimation of what the deck was. I don't block that, though. Probably should have. But that would have been me giving up a creature, basically. Let's do a Civil Servant. And should we hit him hard this turn? That'd be 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That would be fatal. So let's do it. Yeah. Take to the streets. Reactions? You probably want to react if you can. He's looking. Oh! We'll fight on him. 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It looks like he will survive by 1. If he takes. He does. What a brave opponent. Let's see if he can make it pay off. What a tight match. He's gathering throngs, though. That seems to be the difference in this match. That's 6 damage, right? No mana is untapped. Back today. Is this it? Child of the Pact, swing with all 3, and that's game. Oh, man. Whew, what a tight match. Whoo-wee. Yeah, sure, we have 14 health, but my God, was that tight. Adeline is really good to have that early in game. And mix that up with some celebrity fencers. And that could end up being pretty good. We're going to have to play the other tapped land here. I don't like that. But we need to get 2 white down. Okay, Era of Enlightenment. Scry 2. Then gain 2 life. Then first strike 2/2. Not bad for 2. Here comes Adeline. Does he remove it? He does. Look at the big brain on our opponent. First strike, 2/2. Oh, wow. That's a little bit unexpected. We'll play the other celebrity fencer here. And we'll also play the civil servant. Yeah, we might as well just get rid of Adeline. Swing. Blocks. Okay. So. Sigarda's Splendor is going to give opponent a lot of resources. And here's the judge. Scry 2. Era of Enlightenment again. Okay. Crowbar. What we are going to do here is we have to get rid of the judge. We got to save that crowbar for the judge. We'll swing with the fencers. Easy block for opponent. Goes down to 18. Up to 20. Oh, man. Oh. Oh. Well, we were going to use this to destroy the Faithbound Judge, or Sinner's Judgment, the other side of it. But I think we have to get rid of that. Put the connoisseur out. Swing, swing. Then we want to tap the other civil servant to give it lifelink. The opponent goes down to 12. Next turn we swing with everything. We got to actually dig through this opponent pretty quickly in order to win. Ruin of Sustenance. Hope for ransom. Oh, we'll easily pay that. One, two, three, four, five, 6. Unfortunately, we cannot pay it yet. Huh. Okay. Opponent really likes these Era of Enlightenments. They're keeping that health total up. And the Faithbound Judge will start working very soon, I would imagine. Oh man, Minimus Containment. That is actually gross. Okay. This is an instant. So did we sneak this one out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 6. Boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we got him. No, because he has lifelink on this sucker. Whatever. Let's go for killing this thing. Let's go for the kill. Okay. We snuck it out. We certainly snuck it out. Starting with the Park Heights Pegasus is not terrible. We need mana to make this hand work. But what do you think? Play on the dangerous end? Why not? Live on the dangerous side. It's funner over there. They have cookies. Come to the dark side. We have cookies. Oh no, an Is It deck. Hopefully it's Spellweaver. Oh no, there's a Creative Outburst. That's what I was saying in the video. We want Creative Outbursts in, Is It decks. So we got a real Is It player here. Time to be a little bit afraid. Pledge Mage. Only blue remains open. Oh, well, he's got a red over here with treasure. Thundering Rebuke, maybe? Or literally anything removes that. Huh, anything for 3 that's not white? No. We got the Libation, so we have a little bit of protection for the Pegasus. Foretells a card. Saw it coming. Gotta be, right? There's Agar. I am not liking these combos. Agar is very good. Alright. Let's see here. What do we want to do? We probably want to get the Fencer out, because if he's playing like a traditional Is It Wizard deck, he's going to have a lot of removal. He is down to only 2 cards and a Foretell card. Demon Bolt. Okay. Neato. That Agar is so good. Oh, kill the Agar, for sure. I mean, it sucks that we have to get rid of, our Celebrity Fencer there. But, I mean, it is worth it. Agar will allow the opponent to continue to draw cards over and over and over again. And sure, we could get that Celebrity Fencer high enough to where it doesn't matter, but discretion is the better part of Valor. We really want to draw a white mana here so we could do Rumor Gatherer and Citizen's Crossbow. He's going to iterate. What are you wanting? He exiles a mountain. Okay. Agar, no! How rude. No blocks. Go ahead. Hit me for 3. See if I care. Oh my god. That's exactly what we wanted to draw. We'll put this out. Yes. Then join the dance. Here comes some stuff. Yes? Draw. Draw. Yes? No attacks. You may have infinite value in card draw, but somehow we have drawn our rumor gatherers in the same game. Pretty nice. Opponent probably a little bit blown away on what just happened there, huh? Whoa. Prismari Command. Okay. Good news is we were able to get a lot of value out of that. Thundering Rebuke. He didn't want any part of that. Swings. No blocks. Down to 9. Does it say anything about activated abilities? It does not. That is a shame, but put this on the Pledge Mage. Put Darling of the Masses out. And no attacks. We got plenty of cannon fodder for this Izzet deck. Now, he can still swing with Agar, but he loses the Agar. But, knowing how these wizard decks go, he has all 4 of them in his hand or in the top 10 cards of what is now his library. Thundering Rebuke, get out of here. Exactly what he needed to get rid of Darling of the Masses. Absolutely disgusting. Another Pledge Mage, of course. Chumping. Chumping for sure. I think now we just play Civil Servant and pass turn. As you can see, we have come to the point in the video where we have destroyed the sound. Arena just cannot handle our power. We're hoping to get a swing from the Agar. We do not get a swing from the Agar, though. Let's flash back to join the dance and then play the crossbow. We're still not going to swing, but we have a pretty nice board presence. But I'm sure the opponent likes us to have all these little 1/1s out here. Hold for Ransom, one of the Pledge Mages. And let's play a little game. Swinging with the Civil Servant. Tapping that. Next. Just blocking with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We kind of have to do this, otherwise we're kind of sitting ducks for any kind of removal spell. What does thy opponent do? Alright, removal. Draws a card. Does damage to me. Opponent down to 13. We're at 16. Thundering Rebuke. Oh, man. Swinging with the Agar. No blocks. We have plenty of health now. Pump that up. Do we have anything that we can sack over here? We don't. That's kind of a shame. Swing with everything. Pushes the opponent down to 8. Where's your Magnus Opus? I know you have it. It is time for you to play Magnus Opus. Passes. Mana. Join the dance. Swing. We might just be able to poke him to death. 5. Join the dance. In turn. Oh man, what if the opponent had like a burn down the house or something he was holding up? Would that be a rage quit? Probably. 2 cards in hand, opponent. No blocks. Down to 10. He's looking at stuff. He finally pops the call for ransom and a hold for ransom. And we got another one. You gotta be kidding me. No way. Yes, yes. Oh my god. Here it is. Can you get out of it? He might be able to get out of this still. He can't. How does that happen? How does that happen? We got the sound back. Okay, so we start with tapped land. Blue, green, Drake. We'll hold up the Botanical Plaza for later. Drop a citizen into play. What's he do? It's just flying Death Touch. So if he wants to swing with it, I'm more than happy to let him. Okay. That's a good draw for us. And Rumor Gatherer. Do we want to trade here? He would trade, but I'd rather not. I'd rather build a board state, right? Oh, well, that's rude. Celebrity Fencer. Swing with the Servant. He does take the trade now. I guess we should have offered that trade earlier. But I don't know. It just doesn't seem like the most optimal trade. Another one. Of course there's another one. Civil Servant. Pump the Fencer. Join the dance. Pump the Fencer. No attacks. One thing this deck kind of lacks is removal. We can start swinging with the smaller stuff. He will trade it. Perfect. That allows our Celebrity Fencer to get in. Hallbreaker Horror. Oh, boy. Everything is tapped, though. That's a sorcery, and it is too bad. It's just getting hot and heavy, right? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. He has the block the Fencer. We kill the Hullbreaker Horror. He goes down to 6 past turn. Wow, what a mouthful. Okay. Okay. Torrens. Is that a scoop? Civil Servant. Still not a scoop. Next turn, we swing with everything. Next turn. Hullbreaker Horror again. Oh no. Gross. Let's pump it a little bit more. Create more citizens. Next, swing. Doesn't even matter. Most of our stuff will die. Tap that. Okay. Poisons him. I don't think there's any way out of this from the opponent. Yep, totally fine. Bink, 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 bink. Right to 0. Get out of here. Woohoo! You know what? Haven't been beaten with this deck yet. Have not been beaten. Let's do one more. One more. Rumor Gatherer again. Fencer. Civil Servants. Oh, hello. Opponent is nice. Island. Pass. We'll throw the Blossoming Sands down. We don't have any turn 1 plays. A lot of the starter decks don't have turn 1 plays. He's considering his position. Throws a land away, draws a card, draws another card for turn. Fancy sleeves. Gathering Throng. We can get the Civil Servant down. Well, maybe. Reject. That is a good card to count or to counter there. Okay. Rumor Gatherer. And we'll pass. Opponent seems to be in full control mode. That 1-for-1 removal might catch up with him, though. Celebrity Fencer. Do we trade? We got these Gathering Throngs. Nah, we don't trade. Make him use his removal. Whoa, what? Searches their library for a card, then shuffles and puts that card on top? That better be a rare. Really nice little card there. Gathering Throng. Come on, opponent. Infernal Grasp. We could take the action because there is one more in the library. And then we could drop a Civil Servant down on the field. Now, if he swings with that guy again, we block. But he'll still get a choice card out of his deck. Okay. Darling of the Masses. We'll tap it. Lifelink. Opponent down to 14. We're at 23. I wonder what the opponent was going for, though. Probably not a Hullbreaker. Invoke. Lord Xander is a really good card to get out of there, of course. Discard the Throng. Decline. And we actually cannot attack this turn. Whenever he attacks, defending player mills. Well, we went for one more match and we got burned. Can't do it. Oh my god. Oh, I don't think we're making it out of this one, guys. We might as well try to get out of it, though, right? I mean, this is a really good card. Blood Chief's Thirst. There goes half of the library again. No blocks, because you'll kill me with that before you kill me any other way. We're at 10 cards. We discard down to 5. Let's see, that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not good enough. We need more folks. We could go take the opponent down to 9. He swings again. Okay. No blocks. I am so scared. I think we were actually able to trick him into losing. Oh my god. Yes, I love this deck. I thought I would. And it is another victory. I honestly thought we were going to lose that last match, but wow, this deck performs very, very well. Very solid deck, especially for only having 2 rares and a mythic in it. It's fun. It's great. What could you do to really upgrade this, though? There are a couple of things. I'm going to give this guy a, and you guys are going to hate me, especially those of you that really liked Stealthy Subterfuge, but this is a straight 5 for me. Maybe a 4.75. Let's give it a 4.75. But my God, is this a solid deck? I mean, we had trouble with one match, and that was a Loath, and a couple of Kaitos came out. And I mean, it was just a value game. We couldn't get past the value from both the Loath and the Kaito. Yeah. But other than that, it beat everything. Let's look at some upgrades to this, because this is definitely one we want to upgrade. I think this is a pretty nice place to start this. We didn't have rabble rousing in the original deck. I was really surprised not to see it, but let's look at this and show what it does for this deck. Whenever you attack with one or more creatures, create that many 1/1 green and white citizen creature tokens. Then, if you control 10 or more 10 or more creatures, you may then play the exile card without paying its mana cost, and it has Hideaway 5, which is when this permanent enters the battlefield, look at the top 5 cards of your library, take one of them, put it face down, and you may play that once whatever is in the description of the card is done. Then you get to play that for free, right? These are great because it's going to create more and more and more creatures, right? So if you're attacking with 5 1/1s, let's say 2 of them die and 3 of them get through. Those other ones, all of them, all 5 of those create 5 more to deal with, right? It's going to be perfect for that kind of style of play, especially if you're trying to get to Halo Fountain, which we're going to add another Halo Fountain in order to get to that. That will also make the Rumor Gatherer much stronger. We're going to add a couple more Adelines, right? Make them a little bit easier to get to. A couple more Gala Greeters, probably to create more treasure, or 1/1s on Gala Greeters to just be a complete hammer later on in the game. This, I think, will do very well. I mean, if opponents using removal, they can only do removal so many times before they run out of the removal. And what's really amazing about this rabble rousing is, let's say that you have 6 1/1s you're attacking with, right? You attack with them, 4 of them survive, you create 6 more, next turn you're swinging with 10. And these are citizens, so they get +3/+3 and have vigilance. So it could get really crazy really fast. And actually pop that up one more and pop the Civil Servant down 1, because Civil Servant, it does serve a place Actually, just remove all of them. I have a soft spot for Civil Servant because I drafted with them a couple of times, so I have this little soft spot for how well they did me in draft. But we're not talking about a draft deck. We are talking about an actual deck that we want to play with. And I think something like this is a pretty nice little core for this. Let me know what you think about this. A rabble rousing, celebrity fencers, halo fountains, minimus containments for a bit better control, keeping the wedding announcement for just in case everything gets a little bit bigger. Adelines, rumor gatherers, darling of the masses, more of these, right? These are not legendary, so you can play all three of these out on the field and create 3/1/1 green citizen tokens, and everything has +3/+0. Beautiful. Celebrity fencers gives the opponent something they have to remove. Take to the streets for that final surprise punch in the face, and rabble rousing to get as many creatures out as possible. This right here, I think, is a fantastic way to start. Oh, you gotta apply the styles. Yeah. Let's see. Do we have enough? We don't. That's a darn shame. But I think this will do you really well. I'm even going to export this deck so that you guys can see it. In the video description, it's going to be over at EtherHub. Be free to check out any of my decks I have on there that I'm going to be building. So we're going to transition now into building these decks out. So check out EtherHub and see, what those constructions are. You don't have to use those decks. In fact, many of them are going to be more troubleshooting and seeing what works and this and that, rather than complete, this is the way you want to play these decks. But it's a good baseline, I think, in my humble opinion, and it is a very humble opinion. But go check it out there. Go ahead and follow over there as well if you want, and you'll see all of my decks pop out as we're going through this. But there's always going to be a link to that in the description of the videos. Well, I hope you enjoy the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. And we are at that point in the video where I have run out of words to say. Bye.